Hello. In this video, we'll go through the entire process of publishing a Flutter application to the App Store and Google Play step by step. I'll show not only the technical side, but also share tips that will help you avoid typical publishing mistakes. So, let's imagine you've finished development and are ready to publish. But before we begin, it's important to make sure the application is completely ready for release. Let's open the pubspec.yaml file and check the key information: application name, version, and description. The version is especially important. It consists of two parts: the version for users and the internal build number. Each new release must have unique values. Now I'll add the Flutter Launcher icons package to dev dependencies. This package will save us hours of work by automatically creating icons of all necessary sizes for both platforms. And now, for a critically important stage: testing the application in release mode. I'm running the Flutter run command with the release parameter. Why is this so important? In release mode, all debugging functions are disabled, code optimization is applied, and some functions may work completely differently. Therefore, be sure to test all application functions in this mode. By the way, if you need professional mobile app development, check the description. There's a link to my portfolio. Now, let's set up the icon. I've already prepared an icon sized 1024 by 1024 pixels in PNG format and placed it in the project root. I'll add the Flutter Launcher icons configuration to pubspec YAML. Here, I specify the path to the icon and configure parameters for Android, including the adaptive icon. Now, for the magic, I'll run the commands flutter pub get and dart run Flutter Launcher icons. The package will automatically create all necessary icon sizes for Android and iOS. Let's quickly check the Android manifest.xml file and make sure the correct application name and all necessary permissions are specified. Moving on to publishing to Google Play. For this, we need to sign our application. I'll create a key store file using the keytool command. I fill in all the data: passwords, name, organization. Remember, this is critically important. Save all this data in a secure place. It will be needed for all future updates. Losing the key means being unable to update the application. I create a key properties file in the Android folder with our signing data. All the necessary code snippets will be available in the video description. Then, update the build Gradle file so Flutter can use our key for release builds. There's nothing difficult here either. Just follow along with me and insert the necessary code from the video description. Now, I create a release build with the command flutter build app bundle. Done. The apprelease.aab file is created in the build folder. This is our ready build for uploading to Google Play. I go to Google Play console and create a new application. I choose the type, application, specify the name and default language. I accept all agreements. Now, you can see the dashboard with all the items that need to be filled out. I start with the most important: privacy policy. For a real application, you must specify an existing link to the privacy policy. I go through all the items, specify the application category, content rating, target audience. All this affects how your application will be shown to users. The next important stage is creating an attractive application page. I add a short and full description, upload the application icon. I pay special attention to screenshots. Google requires at least 2 screenshots for each supported device type. Quality screenshots can increase downloads by 20 to 30%, so this needs to be taken seriously. Since I'm doing this as an example, I'm uploading random images, but for a real application you need to upload corresponding images. After filling in all the information, I go to the Production tab and create a new release. I upload our AAB file that we created earlier. I specify the countries where the application will be available. For the example, I'll choose all countries. but you can start with a specific region for testing. I add a version description and submit the build for review. Usually, the review takes 1 to 3 days, and after approval, the application will become available for download. Now, I'll show the App Store publishing process. For this, I need macOS and Xcode. I open any file from the iOS folder in Android Studio, for example, App Delegate. Android Studio suggests opening the project in Xcode. In Xcode, I go to the Runner project and find the Signing and Capabilities section. I enable Automatic Signing Management and select the Development team. To publish to the App Store, you need a paid Apple developer account for $99 per year. If you don't have one yet, you can register it on the App Store Connect website, and after approval, which usually takes a couple of days, you'll be able to use it. I make sure the bundle identifier is unique. I select the target device, any iOS device, and in the product menu, choose Archive. We wait for the application to build. Sometime after it builds, we can click Distribute. Here we choose App Store Connect. Since we haven't created an application in App Store Connect yet, we can do it right here by specifying the necessary data. Now, I go to App Store Connect and see our application in the list. Here, like in Google Play, you need to fill in all the necessary information: description, keywords, screenshots for all screen sizes, age rating. To see what you still need to fill in, you can click Add for Review. A feature of the App Store. Here, there's a separate field for keywords up to 100 characters long. This is very important for finding your application. A few important tips for successful publishing. First, always start with a soft launch. Limit the geography and collect the first reviews. Second, quality metadata is critically important. It directly affects the number of downloads. And finally, be ready for iterations. Take user feedback into account and regularly update the application. Please note that in the Build tab, we need to select the build that we uploaded. In addition, we need to specify the type of encryption for the application. In my case, I'm not using it, so I choose the last option. After filling in all the data, I click Add for Review, fill in the information for review, and submit the application for moderation. In the App Store, review usually takes 24 to 48 hours. That's all. Now you know the complete process of publishing a Flutter application to both main stores. If the video was useful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for new Flutter development tutorials.